Hey guys, so next we're going to be doing the dinner meal that was on that meal prep guide that I sent you guys today. It is the spaghetti squash and meat sauce. So I roasted some spaghetti squash. All you have to do is cut them in half, take the guts out, cover them with a little bit of coconut oil or olive oil, whatever you prefer, salt and pepper. Roast them on a pan in the oven for about 45 to 50 minutes. Until you can scrape the noodles out. Most people know how to make spaghetti squash, but if you don't, please hit me up and I can definitely send you a link to help you out with that. Again, I'm using this same turkey meat that I used for the turkey burrito bowls. You can make it separately, like if you wanted to do 2 batches of turkey meat, one for the burrito bowls and then one you can cook this in the marinara sauce, and you can season that with taco seasoning, whatever you want. But for just keeping it simple, I just did one big batch of turkey meat, and I'm going to use it for both. So feel free if you want to do it in 2 batches, that's totally fine. And then I bought tomato paste. Where is my little tomato paste can? Anyway, I bought organic tomato sauce. You want to make sure that it's got less than like 4 grams of sugar, okay? So when you buy tomato sauce in a can, it can be loaded with sugar. So make sure, I get the organic, and it has, I think, 3 grams of sugar is what it had in it. So you want to make sure that it's got less than 4, because that's ideal. And then I just seasoned it up with, a little cayenne, a little oregano, some garlic, and some pepper in the sauce. Okay, guys? And then, of course, you got your Parmesan, and we got a little basil to top these bad boys with, okay? So I'm going to show you guys how to plate these up. The container equivalent for this meal is going to be 1.5 green. It's going to be half a red, half blue, and half purple, okay? So your green is going to be your spaghetti squash noodles. That's the beauty of using spaghetti squash versus regular noodles. These are green. They're not a yellow, those cherished yellows, okay? The red is going to be your turkey meat. The blue is going to be your Parmesan. And then the purple is going to be your pasta sauce, okay? So just remember, anytime you're using tomato sauce versus actual tomatoes, you're going to put that into a purple container because it is a more concentrated form, and you're going to be able to eat a lot more of that versus if you were eating whole food tomatoes, okay? So any sort of sauces, pumpkin purees, anything like that, they're going to go in your purple container versus if you were making the whole food form of them and roasting them and that sort of thing, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and build these bad boys. We're going to get our same little containers that we had earlier. Fill up our green container with spaghetti squash noodles. I absolutely love spaghetti squash. I love zucchini noodles. Obviously I love regular old pasta noodles too, but they don't love me back. So we got to find these healthier, cleaner alternatives. Okay? So there's 1 and 1.5. All right, perfect. All right, so we're going to put that right into the large section of our container. And then I'm going to use a full red because I'm in bracket 2, which means that I have a little bit of extra protein. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this up. You can use half a container of red, but I'm going to go ahead and use the full container. So a full container of turkey meat. Perfect. And remember, you guys, it's important when you're filling these containers, the lids should be able to snap shut, right? So don't have it big and rounded up because that still means that you're overeating, right? You want to be able to snap these lids shut whenever you are filling these containers. So I'm going to put the turkey meat in a little side compartment here and then top it with the sauce. I just don't want the noodles to get soggy, but you can just go ahead and put everything on top of the noodles and it'll be perfectly fine. Just my personal preference, I like to put it in a little separate container so that way I can mix it after I pop it in the microwave. All right, and then we're gonna do our half container of sauce. Perfect. And I'm going to pour that right over the turkey meat. Perfect. Then I'm going to fill up my half container of Parmesan cheese. sorry you guys, I had to get a better setup. This is the first time I've done one of these meal prepping demos, not on like my Instagram story, so I'm gonna get a better setup so you guys can see a little better, but for now this will have to do. And I'm gonna put this right on top of the noodles, right? So you got your Parmesan right on top of the noodles. Then we're gonna pop the lid on this bad boy. Ta-da! And then I'm going to tomorrow tear up a little bit of basil to put on top of it too, to give it a nice little fresh, crispy, you know, nice freshness. So yeah, you can definitely do this as well. Just add basil. Don't worry about counting like a topping of basil into your containers, right? Nobody ever gained weight eating too much basil. So yeah, if you're topping your food with this or parsley or cilantro, you're good to go. You're fine. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this in the fridge and yeah, we'll be good to go. So that was your lunch and dinner prep for that particular meal plan, just so you guys can kind of get a grasp on, excuse me, how to build these little boxes and how to get ready to for your week. Okay, if you have any questions or comments, concerns, please hit me up. I'd be happy to help you guys out. All right, I hope you have a great night.